What's up, Rich Squad? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich back with another live stream, man. What's up, Advenco? Seems like it already announced that I was doing a live stream. I really don't know how these live stream things work, in terms of, tuning in before it starts. But what's up? What's up? What's up? Back with another live stream. I know it's late. Yeah, I did the thumbnail like that so I can cut it out when I'm done to put, in the official thumbnail, but I'm back, guys. I'm back. Today is what? Day 15, I think, of the Asian Cup coverage. I think, I missed yesterday because yesterday was like a rest day. And I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. It's actually, let me see, 11, 3 live streams, 14. It's actually 15. This 15th video of the Asian Cup that I'm doing. I've been grinding, man. I've been grinding. But guys, we are here to talk about the 3 round of 15 round of 16 fixtures that were played today, January the 20th. Sunday, January the 20th. Guys, I watched all 3 games. I did not see all the games fully because I was at work and I was really tired. I was in and out of sleep while I was at work, believe it or not. The job that I got today was actually to sit in the pickup and, wait for calls, but I didn't actually get any calls, and it was raining a lot, and I had a very, very easy day. And I caught the Asian Cup matches. I caught the Man City versus Huddersfield. We won pretty easily, 3-0, like we spanked Wolves, and I did not make a video for those 2 games, because I'm currently focusing on the Asian Cup, you know what I'm saying? And I'm taking a little break. This, what I'm doing right here with the live stream, it is a break. But guys, Jordan versus Vietnam. Vietnam qualifies for the last 8 on penalties, man. 4-2. The goalkeeper coming up big, the hero for Vietnam. I will get to that game. Then we have China coming back from behind, defeating Thailand 2-1. And then we have Iran spanking Oman. Well, it wasn't really a spanking, but Iran, as I predicted, should have won that game. As for my predictions, guys, let me check the log. I predicted Thailand to defeat China 1-0, and it was on course to happen. It was definitely on course to happen. We had for Thailand, we had Mr. Super Chai, I think his name is. Yes, Super Chai Jaided opened the scoring in the 31st minute. That's a cool name, right? Super Chai, Super T. Chai is like a T. Super Chai scored in the 31st minute. That was a really good goal. He got the ball in and he controlled it very, very well. He turned and he hit it with really, with ferocity to beat the Chinese goalkeeper. So Thailand, they were 1-0 going into the second half. This game was a really, really good game. I just rewatched the highlights and I was like, wow. I was so impressed. I saw the live match, but when you watch back the game, you're like, oh man, I didn't even realize it was this intense, but it was. Zhao Zi, he equalized for China in the 67th minute. And up until that point, it was a back and forth battle with Thailand, creating chances, China creating chances, both goalkeepers coming up with big saves. And it was a really good game. But Thailand had a lapse in concentration there. And they allowed a man to cross the ball in. And I realized this. Even when I'm playing FIFA, when you allow the wingers or the fullbacks to cross the ball over, man, you always put yourself in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. And that is exactly what happened. The ball was crossed into the box. Player headed it. Goalkeeper, really good save, but he wasn't able, to push the ball away from danger. and, the player Zhao Zi tapped it in. China equalized. And I think after China equalized, it took the it didn't it at that point it didn't really take the wind out of the sails of Thailand, but they scored very quickly. 4 minutes later, another lapse in concentration. The Thai defender taking down, Chinese player in the box. Can't remember who he is. And referee point to the spot. And then is where Thailand just lost the plot. They created a few more chances, but after Gowling put away that penalty, that was it. That was it for Thailand. They played well. They played really, really well. And, the game could have gone anyway. It could have gone Thailand's, in Thailand's favor. It could have gone in, China's favor like it did. But I must say, well played to Thailand, after a horrendous start to the tournament, then bouncing back really nicely with a win and a draw after they fired their manager. And they made it to the round of 16, and, they fought really well versus China, who has gotten the better of them over, their last 25 previous meetings. This would be the 18th win for China in 26 games. Thailand only won 5 and 3 games ending in draws. So Thailand, remember, they finished 3rd place in the 1972 games. And for China, their best finish is a runners-up, in the 1984 and 2004 edition. So with China winning that game, they will face, at that point in time, they will face the winner of the Iran-Oman fixture, which, of course, Iran went on to win like I predicted. I predicted a 3-1 win for Iran. It ended in a 2-0 win for Team Melli. So it will be China versus Team Melli. It's a really good clash, but I'll talk about it after. Iran-Oman. Oman really, they screwed up because they had a chance to go ahead very, very early when Ahmed Al-Muhairi had a penalty after the Omani player was brought down. He was clipped from behind, brought down in the box, and penalty. It was a golden opportunity for Oman to go ahead and, stifle, Iran and pick up a very, very unlikely victory. But then again, Oman are the current Gulf Cup champions. So, it would have been merited because they have been playing really well. But Muhairi stepped up, and guess what? Ali Reza Biranvan, the man who stopped Cristiano Ronaldo's penalty at the 2018 World Cup, came up big again, and it wasn't a surprise. It wasn't it wasn't a surprise at all because we all know what he is capable of doing, and he showed it throughout the freaking game. Iran went 1-0 up, Dejaga, I lost my train of thought there, but after Muhairi missed that freaking penalty, Iran went 1-0 up through Jahanbakhsh. It was a defensive error. The ball was played in, and the defender chested it down to try to, control. And by then, Jahanbakhsh, already pounced on it and got it away from the defender and stretched out, put it past Fayez in goal. It was 1-0. So that was a defensive blunder by Oman. First, it was an offensive blunder, missing that penalty. And then they could have gone up ahead and the game would have been totally different. But then they gave up the goal. So it was 1-0 at that time and point in time. It was 32 minutes in the game. And then in the 48th minute or so, Saad took down, it was Mehdi Taremi, I think, in the box. It was a very soft penalty, to be completely honest. It was really soft. Another referee may have, would have waved that away. And you see, like Mediterranean, I'm not saying but he kind of embellished it a little bit. There was contact, but the man did win the ball, in my opinion, from what I saw, and it was really harsh. But he made the tackle. Maybe he should have taken a different approach, and Iran got a penalty, and Dejaga stepped up and he put it away, vigorously. 2-0 Iran. There were a lot of chances created by both teams, by both Oman and Iran. Both goalkeepers coming up with big saves. Alireza Beranvan came up with, I could remember, 2 to 3 big saves in this game. And also Fayez came up with a few big saves to keep Iran down to 2 goals. It could have been more goals for Iran. It could have been a few goals conceded for Iran as well. But they are yet to concede in this tournament. Awesome stuff. 4 games without conceding. So in this game, Iran had 12 shots at goal, 4 on target. We had 6 shots at goal for Oman, 2 on target. 59% possession for Iran, 41 for Oman. So it was pretty balanced. It was a balanced game. Iran had the upper hand in the game. They looked the more dangerous of the 2 teams, but Oman did not lay down. They came out there and they fought really hard, despite losing the game. So Iran will move on to the quarterfinals to face China. Wow. They will face China. So what we could do real quick is we can check China versus Iran head to head and see what it's looking like for these 2 teams. All right. So Iran versus China head to head. These 2 teams have met on 24 occasions, guys, with Iran winning 14, 6 wins for China, and 4 of these games ending in draws. Asian Cup meetings, 1976, a 2-0 win for Iran. 1980 in the Asian Cup, a 2-2 draw. Then they met in 1984 and Iran won 2-0. They met again in 1998. So familiar foes in the Asian Cup, man. And that was a draw. They met again in 2004, where it was a draw. They met again in 2007. It was another draw. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 7, I think, Asian Cup meetings between these 2 teams have ended in draw. So that tells us it's going to be one feisty contest between these 2 big Asian teams, because China is a big team, it's a big country. So you got the Chinese Super League, they got a lot of money over there, It's only a matter of time before, China are back at the big stage. 2022 World Cup, 2026, who knows? But, it's going to be one mouth-watering contest. It's leaning towards Iran. The last time these 2 teams met was for World Cup qualifiers, and Iran won the game 1-0. The other fixture ended in a draw. And lately, it has been, Iran won in 2010. China has 2 wins in this century. China has won twice in, let's say, about 10 games. So they do have a sniff. And they did play well against Thailand. They did play well, but Iran are no Thailand. They are no Thailand. Iran well drilled in the goal. Alireza Baranvan. The defense is very solid, yet to concede a single freaking goal at this tournament. Midfield is very resolute with, Dejaga, master in the midfield there. And forward, of course, Mediterranean. You have Jahan Bash, Sada Azmoun, Vahid Amiri behind them. It's a really good team. The team is set up really nice, hard to score on them, and it's hard to stop them from scoring. So that's why they are my favorites to win this damn tournament, man. So, guys, for the last game today, it was one exciting game between Jordan and Vietnam. It ended in a 1-1 after extra time. It went the whole distance, but Vietnam won 4-2 on penalties. We saw Baha Abdel Rahman opening the scoring in the 39th minute for Jordan. And that was a really good goal. One of the goals of the tournament, I must say. And I really don't understand how that free kick was given on the edge of the box. It was like right on the line, you know. And when you look back at the replay, it looks like that foul was, you know, happened inside the box. But anyways, penalty or not, Jordan, you know, their free kick routine, the man just laid it off, and Baha Abdel Rahman, Rahman, he just put it past the Vietnamese keeper from that angle. That was an awesome goal. You know, both teams had, you know, good bit of chances, you know. Goalkeepers had to come up big saves. Vietnam looks like a really well-drilled team. And, you know, Jordan, they created chance after chance. They should have scored a few more goals. You know, that player, I think that number 11, I think he is. Yes, that number 11, Al-Bakit, he had some big chances and he failed to put them away. Musa Al-Tamari as well, he had some chances, wasn't able to put them away. And Vietnam made them pay in the 51st minute through Wen Kong Fong. I told you guys about this player, Wen Kong Fong. I told you guys about this player. I covered him in the video that I made when I did best players for each group. And I'm really happy that I got to do that video, those videos, that series, you know, before and at the beginning of the Asian Cup, you know. It's a great achievement. You know, when you start something like that and you actually finish it, despite me finishing it while the tournament was still going on, it's a great achievement because it wasn't easy, you know, picking the players, writing the information for every single player, guys. I wrote the information for every single player. Look, it's right here. You might not be able to see it, but this is the Group E version. It's like I wrote the information for every single group and every single player. So that's 24 players. Could you imagine the amount of writing I actually did? And, you know, putting out those videos, editing, and just, it was fun. It was fun. And they're there, you know, in the archives, you know, if anyone want to go back to watch. The Asian Cup playlist has done very well. Over 1,000 views, that playlist. So it's awesome. It's awesome. So when Kong Fong, man, that goal just show us, you know, that Vietnam is a team on the up. They look good. They look good. Just like Thailand, Vietnam looks even better. Vietnam looks better. You're not gonna, you know, there's not many standout players on their team, but that guy Wen Kong Fong, man, just his look, he looks different than the other players, and he is nicknamed the Vietnamese Messi, the most, you know, popular player in Vietnam, voted a few years in a row. So his goal, it was brilliant. It was damn brilliant. It was a wicked crossing. And I'm telling you, it was one of those crosses that you wonder, how the hell did he find that player? You know, he just crossed it in with so much power, and Wen Kong Fong just hit it one time. And I'm not talking about to the goalkeeper's left or right over. So the goalkeeper was like, oh, you know, what the hell just passed me? A bullet of a shot to give Vietnam, you know, the equalizer. Two teams scrapped it out all the way to 120 minutes, and the penalty shootout ensued. And when you go back and you watch the build up to the penalty shootout, you could tell that Vietnam looked the more confident, the more settled unit. It's like Jordan didn't know what to do at that point. Remember, Jordan is a team that won against Australia, Syria, drew versus Palestine, topped their group ahead of Australia. So that's a great feat on its own. Vietnam qualified as the best third place team from their group, and they toppled a team that topped their group. So, the penalty shootout, one, Jordanian player smashed the crossbar, and then the goalkeeper came up with a big save. After the man smashed the crossbar, the Vietnamese goalkeeper was and he picked up a yellow card for that. I think it's a soft yellow card. You can't be giving yellow cards for that. The man is hyped up, the man is celebrating, he's pumped. And then, he came up with a big save. The Jordanian keeper came up with a big save. He is their captain as well. He came up with a big save, and he did so during the game. I remember during the game, it was some powerful shots, man. The Vietnamese attackers sent some powerful shots at the Jordan's goal that the goalkeeper looked like he was stunned when after he stopped it. He was like, so it was an awesome game, man. It was an awesome game. The opening fixtures in the round of 16, all three of them were wicked. All three of them was real wicked, I'm telling you. I enjoyed them. And especially going back to watch the highlights, after I had a snooze. I had a snooze fest today at work. I was really tired, man. And I have work in the morning as well. Tomorrow is a holiday, though. So it's going to be a regular 8-hour day for me tomorrow. So we see Vietnam. They go into the last 8. And this is their best ever finish because Vietnam placed 4th in the 1956 version and the 1960 version. But those editions only had 4 teams. So they basically came last at those tournaments. So Vietnam, this is their first time making it to the knockout stage of the Asian Cup. They qualified one other time and they did not make it out their group. And this is their 4th appearance. Imagine that. 4th appearance. Matter of fact, this is only their 2nd appearance in the modern times. So a lot of people haven't really seen Vietnam. This is actually the first time I'm actually getting to watch Vietnam, play football. I've been wanting to, I did a video, I've been wanting to do some reaction videos and stuff for, some of the players. So I have to get to do that so I could check out some of the Vietnamese players, the Thai players. But Vietnam, man, defeating Jordan, I did not predict that. I did predict the game to go 220 minutes and Jordan winning it, but Vietnam won the penalty shootout. So, Vietnam, they will face the winner of the Saudi Arabia and Japan fixture. So, if they are to make it to the semifinals, it will be a big, big one. And I think if they face Japan, it will be a bigger match than if they face, Saudi Arabia, because those are 2 Eastern Asian countries, Vietnam and Japan. It will be a big one, just like how the Thailand, China, one was really, really feisty. So Vietnam, man, into the last 8. So with that, guys, let's talk about tomorrow's games. Let's talk about tomorrow's games, and then I will, read a few of your comments and answer a few questions before I end this live stream. But tomorrow, early match, 6 a.m. In 7 hours from now, we have Japan coming up versus Saudi Arabia. Let's do a quick recap, guys. Japan first in Group C, Saudi Arabia second in Group E. I predicted this game to end in a 1-1 draw, and then Saudi Arabia to win on penalties. That's my prediction. These two teams has met each other on 15 previous occasions, with Japan winning 9, Saudi Arabia winning 5, and one game ending in a draw. They don't have too many draws, and I'm still predicting a draw. Yes, I'm going to predict a draw. They met 7 times at the Asian Cup, guys. Twice in the finals, and both of those finals, Japan won. They met once in the semis. Saudi Arabia won that semi in 2007, went on and lost to Iran. For those of you guys who could remember, I did not follow the Asian Cup back then. Then, Japan's player to watch for me is Yuyo Osako. I think they play, collective unit. There's many, good players in that team. And for Saudi Arabia, player to watch, their captain, of course, Salem Al-Dosari. Look out for Fahad Al-Muwalad and Mr. Bihabri. Can't remember his first name. But Saudi Arabia's best finish came in 1984, 1988, and 1996 when they won the tournament. And for Japan, they have won the tournament the most times in 1992, 2000, 2004, and 2011, with 2 of those victories coming versus Saudi Arabia. The Green Falcons versus the Samurai Blue. So guys, what are your predictions for those fixtures? Remember, I am predicting a 1-1 draw, Saudi Arabia to win on penalties. What's your prediction? What is your prediction, guys? All right, so we have Advenko saying Saudi 2-1 in regular time. Nicholas Stoner, what's up, Nicholas, man? Welcome to the stream, my brother. 2-0. And we have my boy Korpoti Raus Red. I know who you are, but I just can't say that name too well. Mr. Red is up in here as well. In my opinion, Japan to win, and I'm Saudi. I guess you're just playing it down, Lay it. What's up, man? Japan 3, Saudi Arabia 2, or Japan 2-1. We have Layth Gaming. I thought you were the same person. Then we have Saudi 1-0. We have Lumi saying Saudi on penalty. Sammy, what's up, Sammy? Japan easy win. We have Santino Bidawid saying Japan 2-0. Prince of Parthia 74. Hey, bro, Japan 2. Saudi none, I guess. Motion JJ 2-1 to Japan. Then we have, who else is predicting? Okay. Prince of Parthia says it's actually 2-1. So 2-1. All right. So guys, thank you very much for sharing those predictions, man. Thank you for sharing those predictions. We also have 2 more games playing tomorrow, guys. And let's talk about those matches. Australia versus Uzbekistan. Quick recap from yesterday's live stream, day before yesterday's live stream, the Australia versus Uzbekistan. Remember, guys, the Japan-Saudi winner, they will meet Vietnam. So it's a tough one for Vietnam, but if they get past one of these teams, that's just amazing. That's just amazing. That would be, history for Vietnamese football, definitely. So Australia second in Group B, Uzbekistan second in Group F. I'm predicting a 3-1 victory for Australia. They have looked really, really good ever since, brushing off their early loss to Jordan. They have looked really, really good with their stand-up player being Aware Mabil. Aware Mabil is definitely a stand-up player, man, no doubt. Rogic, man, with that goal, that was an awesome goal in that last game, that last group game. That was a very, very awesome goal. Guys, in 1 second. Yes, against Syria, I'm running blank there. Oh, man. Syria was a team I'm following. I already forgot about Syria. They had a horrible tournament, but that was a really good goals. One of the best goals of the tournament. Actually, candidate for goal of the tournament to give Syria 0 points in that game. And even if Syria had picked up a point, they still wouldn't qualify. So, you know, it's just better you just get knocked out then and there than to have hope like Palestine did. Sorry, Advenko, I don't want to rub it in, but you know those two teams would have ended on 2 points each, and they would have been waiting on the other results, and it would have been heartbreak, like how Palestine had heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? And 3 teams also had heartbreak today. Like the Jordanian players were crying. You know, Thailand, they were probably crying too. And Oman, of course, everybody cried for that one. So, Australia, Uzbekistan. 3 previous meetings, guys. Australia winning all 3. So, all roads pointing towards Australia winning this game. Then, they met in the 2011 Asian Cup semifinals. And guess how much Australia won that game by? 6-0. We had Robbie Cruz and Odil Akhmedov involved in that game. And Odil Akhmedov would definitely be involved. I don't know too much about Robbie Cruz if he will start that game tomorrow. But Akhmedov is the captain of Uzbekistan, the Shanghai SIPG man. You know, rubbing shoulders with Oscar and Hulk over in the Chinese Super League, as well as my boy Wu Lei. So, Australia, player to watch, of course, it's Aware Mabil. And Uzbekistani player to watch, Eldor Shomurodov. Eldor Shomurodov has 4 goals in the tournament so far. And he has been Uzbekistan's, you know, go-to man up front. Australia's best finish, they won the AFC Asian Cup in 2015. I think this is only their 3rd appearance at the games. I think so. Can't remember if they participated in the 2007 edition. I don't think so. Right, guys? They didn't, right? But 2011, 2015, and now in 2019. So, for Uzbekistan, their best finish was a semis in 2011. Remember, Australia won it in 2015. They lost the final in 2011, but they got to the final in 2015, defeated South Korea. And for Uzbekistan, they lost their semifinal versus Australia, and they will be out for revenge. Definitely tomorrow. So the White Wolves of Uzbekistan versus the Socceroos. What are your predictions, guys? Let me know your predictions. Okay. All right. What are your predictions? Australia versus Uzbekistan. Your predictions, please. Your predictions. So, Australia and Uzbekistan, the winner of this will meet the UAE Kyrgyzstan fixture. The UAE Kyrgyzstan fixture. That's really one to look forward for. Kyrgyzstan making their debut at this tournament. And they have really overachieved with that one win. That one win that came versus Philippines, right? So, all right, I'm looking at something. Yes, so Australia in the 2011 Asian Cup final, they lost 1-0 to Japan. And in the 2015 final, Australia defeated South Korea 2-1 after extra time. So Australia has been on fire in the last 2 Asian Cups. So they're definitely one of the favorites still, despite losing their opening match versus Jordan, who were already knocked out of the tournament. So we have Layat saying Uzbekistan. Oh, a 2 2 or 3 for Australia, 1 for Uzbekistan. Morteza Sayedi is going for an Uzbekistan win. Ooh, that would be an upset. That would be an upset because they have never defeated Australia, and Australia are a big team. World Cup pedigree and all, you know. Players playing in the Premier League with Matt Ryan and the man missing from the tournament, Aaron Moy. Guys playing in the Scottish Premier League, you know, guys playing all over Europe. So they have more quality, let's just say that, on paper than Uzbekistan. So we have Moshe and JJ saying a 1-1. Sammy saying a 3-1 to Australia. Prince of Party, a 3-1 to Australia is logical. So Layat saying Australia win. Advenco, a 1-0 win for Uzbekistan. Layat Gaming, 4-1 for Uzbekistan. Omar M up in here saying a 3-1 win for Australia. What's up, man? Oh my goodness. 3-1 win. That 4-1 win for Uzbekistan is a really, really outlandish prediction. But it could happen. It definitely could happen, though. So I'm going for Australia to defeat Uzbekistan, though. I'm going for them to defeat Uzbekistan. Definitely. Definitely. No bias, though. No bias. It's just my predictions. Also, we will have the UAE versus Kyrgyzstan fixture tomorrow. The winner of the Australia-Uzbekistan game will play the winner of the UAE-Kyrgyzstan. Okay, so this will be the first time that these two teams are meeting each other. UAE topped their group in Group A, and Kyrgyzstan third in Group C, picking up 1 win in the final fixture versus the Philippines. Okay, so Kyrgyzstan. Let's take a look back at, you know, how Kyrgyzstan did in the tournament so far. Their first game, let's do a quick recap. Kyrgyzstan lost 2-1 to China. They scored first. It was a really, really, you know, good goal. It was from a throw-in. And I said at that point in time, anyone could have conceded that goal. It was a really good routine from that throw. But their keeper, I'm going to tell you his name. Never forget this name, guys. His name is... Let me tell you his full name. Never, ever forget his name. His name is Pavel Matiash. Pavel Matiash. He's a 31-year-old goalkeeper. He was born in 1987, just like me. I can't believe these guys are making me look so old. I'm actually older than this guy. Wow. He has 38 caps for Kyrgyzstan. He's been there since 2009. And why I'm talking about this player so much is because he conceded one of the most hysterical goalkeeping own goals you could ever see. Worse than the Lloris Karius, you know, blunders in the UEFA Champions League final last season versus Real Madrid, where he had 2 blunders, and he also had a few for Besiktas this season. It's worse than all of them put together. This one was horrible. The ball would have never gone in the back of the net. Kyrgyzstan was leading, and he just volleyballed it in his own net. And then the second goal conceded, it was a one-on-one situation with the player, defenders around him, but he just didn't approach the situation properly. The Chinese player went around him easily, put it in the back of the net, and Mr. Pavel Matiash. Pavel Matiash. Remember his name. He has not appeared since. Okay? The new goalkeeper, Mr. Let me tell you his name. Kutman Kader Bevkov. Kader Bevkov. I can't say his name. Kutman Kader Bevkov, 21-year-old. Kyrgyzstani. It looks like one of those native people from Kyrgyzstan, and this man has been big in goals ever since. So he definitely responsible for Kyrgyzstan getting into the round of 16 in their first ever Asian Cup appearance. They only lost 1-0 to South Korea, and they spanked the Philippines 3-1. So the man has only conceded twice. They face the host UAE, and they are faced with the task of trying to knock out the host, who has gotten better as the tournament went on, after drawing the opening games versus Bahrain, and then defeating India, and then picking up a draw versus Thailand. In a game they should have won. It was a scrappy goal scored by Titipan, and they still top the group. They would and face Kyrgyzstan, who I think is a very, 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 very kind draw in the round of 16. UAE player to watch, I said it would be their goalkeeper, their goalkeeper Khaled Isa. Also keep an eye on their forward, forgot his name right now. Damn. How am I forgetting his name? But there's a few. There is a few forwards you have to keep an eye on. Let me tell you his name. I'm running blank right now. There's two, and there's actually three of them. There's Matan, and there is Makbout, Ali Makbout, and there's Al Hamadi. These three guys, Al Hamadi, Ali Makbout, and Ismail Mata. Look out for those three guys, man. Veterans in the team, and they're the danger men for UAE. For Kyrgyzstan, up top. Also look out for the hat-trick man, Vitaly Lux. Look out for the hat-trick man, Vitaly Lux. I'm not sure if Anton Zelny-Nukin, well, yes, he did not. Anton Zelny-Nukin did not feature in the last game. He didn't even come off. Yeah, he did come off the bench. Also look out for Anton Zelny-Nukin and Vitaly Lux. It's a team on the rise. Look out for Kyrgyzstan. They, with this performance, they will be hoping, or they should be part of the next edition of the AFC Asian Cup. So for Kyrgyzstan, first time ever at the tournament, they're making their debut, so their best finish right now is a round of 16 for the UAE. They have never won the tournament. They were runners-up in 1996 when they lost to Saudi Arabia. So that will be tomorrow's fixtures. I'm predicting a 2-0 win for the UAE and predicting them to meet Australia in the last 8. I've already given my last 8 predictions. If you guys missed yesterday's video, I'm predicting Australia to get past the UAE. I predicted Jordan to get past Saudi Arabia, but no, it will not be Jordan. It will be Vietnam. It will be Vietnam there. And I predicted Thailand, 0, Iran 2. Scratch off Thailand. Scratch them off. They did not qualify. Put China up there. So, guys, that's my roundup of, the first set of round of 16 games. Previews for tomorrow, and all that good stuff. So, we have Layet saying a 1-0 for Kyrgyzstan. Wow. Wow. We have Nicholas saying a 2-0 for the UAE. We have Advenko saying UAE will scrape a 2-1 win versus Kyrgyzstan. Layet said, no, it will be close, but it won't be hell for anyone. So, guys, let's do a quick bit of Q&A before I go. It's late. Got to go to bed. Appreciate everyone who joined the live stream. I should have live streamed a bit earlier, guys. But as usual, I've been here, playing FIFA 19. And as I always say, if anyone is interested in playing me in FIFA 19, dominicrichfc, dominicrichfc is my PlayStation Plus name, check me out. Get your ass whooped royally, So I'm waiting for some of you guys to play. You see, if I could actually play some of you guys, I could actually make videos of those and put them up. Calypso Boys versus, my subs. It will be crazy. Nicholas Stoner says he will destroy me. That ain't happening. I'll play, but I don't got it on PS4. I'll add you when I get on. Sammy, I don't got FIFA 19. So, Advenko, what do you have? What do you have? I do play Nicholas Stoner, man. You will get embarrassed. I'm telling you. I'm getting so much better. And you know what I realized the key is to getting better at FIFA? What I did, I've been playing the game for a few years, but I only was playing career mode. And it was basically pass and move in the back of the net, you know. And in career mode, you know, you get really good players and you could buy who you want. So it was easy. It was always easy. But then when you play FIFA Ultimate Team and there's a challenge, it makes you realize how much you suck at the game. And the other day, I actually looked up like some passing tutorials. And ever since I watched that video on the passing tutorials, I've gotten better at the game. Like the passing has been so much better. So it just tells you, if you're not good at something, always do your research, always study. Study and practice. Study and practice. You know, it's a life lesson for you guys. It's good advice. Study and practice, and then you will get so much better. Like right now, I'm trying to get this Virgil van Dijk, you know, Premier League Player of the Month. And I'm almost there, almost there. He will make my defense so much better, you know. I've been wanting this card forever. But guys, any questions for me? Any questions for me before I go? UAE without Omar Abdul Rahman is nothing. I must say that, okay. So Advenko says, legendary is easy, to be honest. There needs to be a tougher, difficult. Well, look, man, I don't know what you're talking about, but I play in world class. And when you play world class against the teams in like the squad battles, it's so freaking hard. It's so hard. So legendary, I played a few in legendary and I won the games because it was weaker teams. Oh, I just got a request from Layet. Allah Budi. Okay, Layet, I'm going to add you right now. This is awesome, man. This is awesome. So, but the thing is, I played world class. Before it was professional. And I got so much better that I said, no more professional for me. Professional is too easy. And I started playing world class, and that has helped me, you know, get so much better. So when I play world class versus the computer, and then I play against people who don't play that well, I beat them. But there are some experts that I definitely can come up against. I need to get a lot better. So Mr. Red is saying, when you play tons, you get too good for legendary and ultimate difficulties. Dom, show us your screen. Which screen? My PlayStation screen? Okay, PlayStation. You guys are seeing? That's my whole setup there. That's my whole setup there, guys. If you're seeing, you guys seeing? So, you see I have FIFA 19, FIFA 17, right? Then I have FIFA 18, and I have FIFA 16. So, I have all of them still, you know. I have to go back and play some FIFA 16, though. That was epic. I did not play much of FIFA 18. I missed the whole FIFA 18. I was still playing FIFA 17, even though I had FIFA 18. That was stupid, though. That was real dumb. But FIFA 19, you know, I'm here. You see the Virgil van Dijk SBC. Guys, do not look at my record. It's gotten really bad, you know, but yeah. It's gotten really, really bad. But anyways, guys, you see what's going on there. But yeah. That's what I be doing down here. Okay. Newish Star asked, Dominic, what do you think about MLS? I don't even watch the MLS, man. Advenka says that record, though. At least I got 280 wins. 280 wins, 306 losses. And most of those losses came online playing. If I did not play the weekend league, where I got like 30 losses in the 2 combined, entries. And I refuse to finish this current weekend league because I sucked so much. I just refuse to do that to myself. I play the game for fun, not for frustration. And then it was like when you play squad battles, guys, imagine playing against 99 rated Messi, 99 rated Ronaldo, all in one squad. Maradona, Ronaldinho. Then you have guys like Hazard. And in the goalkeeper, you have freaking Handanovic, 88 rated. It's hard. Nobody can tell me it's not hard. You can't tell me this shit ain't hard. Playing in world class. If you play legendary, you will lose 6-0 every time. But what I need to do, guys, I need to work on my finishing. I need to watch the videos, work on finishing, how to take free kicks, corners, everything. I need to study this game because I've been playing it too long to be sucking so much. I really suck. In comparison to the guys who know how to play, though. If I play the regular people, I won't lose. Definitely won't lose. Right now, I'm playing, like when I play online, I'm not so good. So I'm like currently in Division 7. And you're talking about playing people around the world here, guys. So it's not easy, Sometimes I'm saying I'm losing. This could be a 10-year-old kid whooping my butt, I'm playing against people who play this game all day. They have no jobs and they just play the game all day. Like, how could you compete against that? It's hard. So, Morteza Sayedi, who do you think is the best goalkeeper in AFC? Okay, now the best goalkeeping argument right now is settled. It's Alireza Beranvan, the Iranian goalkeeper. He has now leapfrogged Khalid Isa, the UAE goalkeeper, in my book right now. If Khalid Isa put out a good performance, in their game versus Kyrgyzstan, then it will be those two going for the best goalkeeper of the tournament, in my opinion. But right now it is Alireza Beranvan. So don't worry, it's pro players most of the time. Yeah, man, it's like Advenco, man. It's hard because you sit down, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna play, I'm gonna have some fun, and then you're playing against guys, and you're wondering how could you have so many icon players in your team? Like, I have one icon in my team right now, Sal Campbell. And guys, it took me 1 month, 30 days to get this guy. I had to work so hard, play so many hours of gaming, just to get this guy. Opening so many packs, SBCs, and I finally got him. He has made my defense a lot better. And then you come up against these guys who have a Hazard, a Neymar, a Messi, a Ronaldo in their team. And you're like, how is this possible? How is this even possible? So I'm like, you know what? Screw this weekend league thing, man. And then the other thing I realize is when the weekend league is going on, that's the best time to play online, because when the weekend league just started, like the first, let's say 24 to 36 hours of the weekend league, it's the best time to play online because the people who are playing weekend league are not available to play you. So you end up playing, weaker opponents, and I figured that out. So I will be playing a lot more on the weekend when the weekend league is going on. I'm not playing in the weekend league until I get better. So any questions for you guys? Any more questions? Okay, Nicholas Stoner, bro, when do we gonna play? What's your info so I can find you? dominicrichfc, dominicrichfc. Just put dominicrichfc and you will find me. I'm very, very easy to find. Okay, so Advenko asks, do you use FIFA points? Yes, I use FIFA points. You have to. And a guy like me, I'm a grown man. I work, I make money. I don't spend ridiculous amount of money on it. I'll spend a 20 here and there, 10 here and there when I feel like I have to in order to help me get some of these SBCs completed. But I'm not spending money on FIFA points just to like try to pack like icons. It ain't gonna happen for me. It ain't gonna happen for me. I packed Obama opening an SBC. So I had a bit of some luck, but I've been rather unlucky playing this game. I just need to work on my finishing. Once I work on my finishing, man, I'll be so good. Because I create so many chances. I get in front of goals so many times, but I just can't. I can finish, but I'm not the best at finishing. Let's just say that. So it would be nice playing against you guys though. Do you play fantasy EPL? No, I don't play any fantasy. Late Gaming says I only play online. I play online and I play squad battles. I enjoy squad battles a lot because I like the challenge. I like the challenge and I like when I get the weaker teams so I can smash them. And oh, we have another friend request here. War Ready 94. Who is War Ready 94? Is that you, Nicholas? Are you War Ready 94? Oh, that's Sammy. Okay, good. Good stuff, man. So many of you guys actually have freaking PlayStation Plus and you're not adding me. Like, shame on you, man. When I'm sitting, I enjoy playing versus real people that I actually know instead of strangers. So you guys are not strangers, okay? Just remember that. And I'm so looking forward to playing you guys, though. I'm so looking forward to playing against you guys, man. If I suck, don't laugh, but I promise I will be a worthy opponent. And according to how your team looks, I can tell if, you go hard, you know what I'm saying, and how much time you spend on that game. So, guys, man, really appreciate you tuning in. I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to do live streams. I'm going to do live streams for the rest of the tournament. Seriously. With working and, balancing time. And when I'm done with this Virgil van Dijk SBC, hopefully they don't throw out another player that I actually want. I'm not going to do any more of these SBCs. Like, I'm not going to go so hard. There's a Marco Royce SBC out right now. I can't do that one. It's hard. And guys, do you realize that they make the Premier League SBCs harder than the other SBCs? Like, there's something about, like, the Premier League has special treatment and they make everything harder. Most important stats on players, reactions, stamina, and composure. I like fast players. Pace is very important to me. I like pace. I love pace. You could do a lot with pace, Pace is good. I love pace. It's because EA have a partnership with the... Oh, yes, you see the EA thing. Yeah, you're right about that. They make everything better because there's an SBC out right now, guys. There's an SBC out right now for future stars. And believe that, how could there be an 88 rated Joe Gomez? And it's so expensive. You have to do so many things to get this Gomez. And he's a center back. I thought he was a right back. Well, he's a center back in this SBC. And then they give a Frankie de Jong. And Frankie de Jong is a 90 rated player. And he is a better player to use in the game, to be honest. And it's only one single SBC to get him. One 85 rated team with a one team of the week. That's like easy. That's easy. And for Joe Gomez, it's like super hard. I hate it. I seriously hate it. Look at this Virgil van Dijk SBC. I've been going so hard at this SBC because I want Van Dijk. He is a Calypso boy, so I could use him when Calypso Boys Season 2 come out. Guys, when the season 2 of Calypso Boys comes out, I am actually going to do shorter episodes. I'm going to actually get to the point. I won't be opening too many packs. I'm just going to start the game, try to get to Division 1. I don't know how possible it is, but I'm going to try and see how far I can get. But the whole thing is just bringing in new players, seeing who they drop in SBCs. And I've beefed up the team a lot more. But guys, Advenco, 400K. It's definitely not worth it. It's not worth it at all. It's not. It's not. It's not at all. It's not. I'd rather get the Frankie de Jong. It won't give me good, chemistry, but I don't care. I'll use him still. But it's just ridiculous, man. And I'm fed up. I'm totally fed up of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Even in the Footmus SBCs, the Premier League players was so much harder to get. Like when I did the Rashford SBC, guys, I had to sell Kyle Walker to get him. Just because I could buy another Kyle Walker, but I didn't know when I would get another 84 rated Rashford, so. And then there's Sancho in the, Future Stars. There's a few Calypso Boys and I can't get them because they're in the packs and I'm never going to pack them. Never, ever going to pack one of them. I opened so many packs, never packed an icon. It's ridiculous, man. It's stupid. It's stupid. It is stupid. But yeah, guys, I'm about to get out of here. It would be nice to play. I could see if I play against Layit. Request me for a game so we can play before I hang up, the control tonight. Request me for a game so we could play so I could see how you are. And I could go to sleep on a high after whooping you. Okay? So guys, I'm your boy, Dominic Rich. We will talk tomorrow. I'll be back. I will be back a little bit earlier tomorrow. I promise I will be back earlier. When I come home from work, take a shower, relax a bit, and I'll be on. Not so late. I'll be on tomorrow. So, thanks again, guys. More Asian Cup football tomorrow. 3 matches, in the round of 16. Australia, Uzbekistan. We see UAE, Kyrgyzstan, and the big one, Saudi Arabia versus Japan. I will be catching the action from all 3. And I'm going to be honest, I can't watch the games in full because I'll be at work. So I have to, sometimes I'm listening to the matches in Arabic or Persian or whatever language I'm getting the stream in. I'm listening just because when something is happening, the commentators get excited. So it doesn't matter if I understand the language or not. So guys, from your boy, Dominic Rich, until tomorrow, thank you very much for tuning in once again. And, thanks for listening about me going on about my, FIFA Ultimate Team stuff. But it's good because I'm actually talking about some real life stuff and not really, the actual football. Some stuff about me, You guys have been following me for so long. And it means that you're interested in the person as well. So, guys, man, thank you very much. I'm babbling. Until tomorrow, peace out. Rich Squad.